This is Kelso Sturgeon. Thank you very much for joining me for our weekend session of my college advanced football handicapping. Many things to discuss today, and I'm going to jump right into them. I got the cash last night, Thursday night, with underdog the New York Jets against the New England Patriots. I got the cover even though I lost the game 13-10. But here's something that I think really surfaced in that game, and it's something to keep in mind about these young quarterbacks as we go forward into the season. You know, it's when you start a rookie at quarterback, occasionally he's up to it, but really most guys just can't do it. It takes a couple of years, as I've said before, to get used to reading all these sophisticated NFL defenses. And you know, when a quarterback comes up to the line, I don't know whether you realize this or not, when a quarterback comes up to the line, the play that's been sent in or the play that he's called is one to go against the defense that he saw before he went to the huddle. And that's why we hear these quarterbacks checking off at the line of scrimmage. They come up and all at once the defense changes. Well, you know, it's a mind-boggling experience for a rookie quarterback to read all these things. And we've got the rookie quarterback, Geno Smith, at the Jets. And by the way, he threw 3 interceptions in the fourth quarter, which probably cost the Jets the opportunity to win the game straight up. We have E.J. Manuel at Buffalo. He had a very good debut, but you know, he's going to be in deep water too. So I'm not saying that you shouldn't bet on these quarterbacks. I'm merely telling you that you are at a disadvantage when you do. If you read my analysis of last night's game on the internet, you know, it wasn't really predicated. Taking the 11 points was not really predicated on anything other than the weather and the suspicion that New England, which might not be a very good team this year, would exploit the rookie quarterback for the Jets, Geno Smith. And they did, as I say, 3 interceptions, I'm sure, in the fourth quarter, cost them the game. So just keep that in mind as your handicap. Teams are going to wise up to the rookies, and the rookies are going to find it tough sledding. They may reach a point during the season where they get over the hump, but they're not over the hump in game 2, for sure. Now, you know, I have not put up new power ratings since the season started. I will put them up on Monday. I always hesitate to jump in and change power ratings early because I've spent months analyzing these teams. I started out with what I felt was a legitimate number, and I want to see things play out. I want to see if what I saw before the season ever started is what we're getting right now. There's certainly going to be some changes in the colleges, many changes in the NFL, because I think you can see a couple of things for sure. New England is not very good. The Pittsburgh Steelers seem to be propped on the razor's edge, can go either way. We know Jacksonville and Oakland are horrible, and by the way, they play this week. That ought to be a real fun ball game. Now, also something that's very important. I have always released my Saturday college games right after 12 midnight Eastern time. I'm changing that to release them at the office at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning and on the internet at 9:30 Saturday morning, both times Eastern. I've got to do it. Here's what's happening. I don't know whether it's bookmakers, I don't know who it is, but somebody is aware of what I'm doing, especially in big games, and they're spreading all this information around. And you know, for instance, my 100-unit winner last week, Ball State, when I released it was 3.5. When the game went, it was 10. It didn't make a difference. Ball State covered anyway. I can't run the risk for you to let everybody get their hands on these games 12 hours before they're played and just drive the number up. So, beginning this week, call the office, 9 o'clock. The games will be ready. They'll be up on the internet at 9:30 both times Eastern. It's a change I'm making to benefit you. There's no reason you should be laying 10 when you could have laid 7.5. That's a big difference. Now this week the big money has shown on 2 teams. They're betting Oregon against Tennessee like the game is over. Game opened 25, it's now 28. They're also betting on Middle Tennessee over Memphis like that game is over. Opened 4.5, Memphis is now 7.5. Once again, I don't know whether the money is correct or not, but always remember what I tell you. The smart money is right 50% of the time, and that is an absolute established fact. Now, here's what we've got going on Tonight, a 25 unit play on the Air Force Boise State game. Tomorrow, a giant day in college football. Another 100 unit college game of the week. And then a package that you can get for just $15. 3 marquee games highlighted by what may well be the revenge game of the year. Alabama at Texas A&M. I'm releasing that as a 15 unit play, and it's part of a $15 package that also includes the Louisville, Kentucky game and the Tennessee, Oregon game. Don't miss any of these. I think that I'll absolutely sweep the 3 games, and once again, they're yours for just $15 on this website, or toll free at 1-800-755-2255. And once again, predicting my 100 unit play will win by about 35 points. Sunday, it's right back with a 50 unit NFL game of the week, plus several other spot plays that I just worked overtime to grade out. I don't want another weekend like I had last week. Looking for dynamite weekend, for dynamite winners. And remember what I always tell you, it's the mantra: the less you bet, the more you lose when you win. Thank you for watching, and I'll be right back here Monday morning with my next report.